have said for a little while that I'm kind of off luxury, and I am, but I'm going to backtrack on that slightly. There, right now, is some absolute gold out there that has been launched as part of autumn, winter and some spring, summer collections for some of these brands. And I've been sent by one brand in particular, the PDF, which gets sent around whenever there's a new collection, and you can put deposits down. And I think I'm okay to show you some of what's in that PDF now, but there are some bags that are just like, guys, they are absolutely stunning, and they're fresh, new, out the box. They're new. They're just gorgeous. So I need to go through with you and tell you all the things that I really want right now. And you know what? I might get them. What can I say? I might get them. So the first thing that really caught my eye are these sneakers. These are from Fendi. They're around about 700 and something pounds from memory. But what I love about them is that they're so chunky. I love that look where you have like a platform sole, and the chunkiness of them, and the fact that you've got that nice balance of the monogram against the cream on there. Absolutely love these. And you know something? I don't know how you feel about them, but boy, when I looked on the website earlier, just before doing this video, because I thought, oh, I'll see if I can, you know, I want to see what sizing availability is like. They have sold out in so many sizes, so I'm going to message Edward, my amazing SA at Fendi, to see if he can reserve me a pair. But yeah, I really like them. Now, I can't get those shoes without a matching bag. Can you see where I'm going with this? The logic behind this? But you need a matching bag for these. Now I do have, I can't believe I've only got one. I've got a few Fendi bags, but I've only got one that's in the brown monogram. And to be fair, it's a bag that's around about 20 years old, and I love it, but I wouldn't mind something modern, a bit fresher, a bit newer, to kind of go with it on days where I don't want to carry something that's that old. And I have seen this bag. So there's actually a few bags I'm going to share with you that are new out. This one is quite new out. It's called Simply Fendi, and it's in the medium size, and this is the size that I think I would go for. You can get it in different colours, and I think it comes in leather as well. And it also comes in this really nice like shearling type material. The version I'm looking at is £2,100. It is, I've seen it in real life, it's a decent size, it's not too small, it's not too big. It is a shoulder bag, which is the only downside. I do personally quite like crossbody just for like safety, and also then I've got my hands free. But it really has caught my eye, and I really do like it. The other bags, and this is what I want to share with you, the other bags I've seen that I like are a twist on the baguette, the Fendi Baguette. So if you like the Fendi Baguette, you might die when you see what I'm about to show you. So it comes in 3 different sizes, and this is called the Mama Baguette. Small, medium, large, they're the sizes. You can also get them embroidered, in exotic skins. They come in lots of different options. I personally would like to get the medium. I need to see it in real life to judge the size. The large might be too big, I don't know. Let me run through sizings, pricing even. So the smallest one is £1,900. Don't know how big it is, so I cannot really comment right now and tell you whether I think that's a good price or not. I like the puffy nature of these as well. They're like puffy. The medium is £2,550, and the large is £2,850. And the price depends on the finish. Depends on the material you choose. The more elaborate embroidered ones obviously cost more. How many of you have seen the new Peekaboo, which is like squishy? It's oversized and it's really squishy, and it doesn't have such a structure to it, and I actually really like it. It's a really cool, slouchy, casual bag, and it's a really nice play on the Peekaboo, which is, as I say, it's quite structured. It's almost quite formal, whereas the slouchy version, there's just something about it I love. If they made that slouchy version in the monogram, because that's what I'm on the lookout for right now, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I want to move on to Dior. I know what happened with them. I get it. And it's all alleged and it's being investigated, and I'm hoping that it's not true, to be honest. But regardless, my eye is still very much caught by Dior. You know what it's like when there's a brand you love it, you know? And I'm not rushing to go and buy there, and I am actually going to do a video coming up about am I still wearing Dior, and I'm going to unpackage this and go into a lot more detail because I've got a lot to say on it. But these jeans are me. Oh my gosh, they are me all over. They're high-waisted, and I really like jeans where they're very high-waisted but they're tight around the hip and bottom, and then they flare out on the leg. And I also like that on the ankle bit there, when you fold them up, you just see a little bit of oblique monogram. I didn't write down the price of these. From memory, I think they're like £1,600, which is an awful lot for a pair of jeans, that's for sure. Another item from Dior, and it's actually a men's item, and I would say, not just with Dior, with any of these brands, if you're into them, go onto their websites and check out the menswear, because the menswear very often is quite a bit cheaper than the women's wear. And if you like a logo, you can get cute t-shirts or jumpers or sweatshirts with the logo on for men. Size small is always sold out, I think, because so many of us girls know we can go and nab the men's stuff for cheaper. But this top's actually a man's top. Comes in blue, and it also comes in this mint green. The blue in my size is sold out. It does come in mint green. Am I going to rush to buy it? No, but I'm not going to lie, it has caught my eye. I like it, and I thought I would share it because for any of you who also like it, you might be interested. The next item, and this is actually a vintage piece. Now, I kind of already have an idea for when I'm going to get this, but it's from Louis Vuitton, and it's called the Pleaty. This bag has got to be about 20 years old as well. It's an old bag, but I think it's really gorgeous. Is it 20 years old? I seem to remember one of you told me, I think this came out in 2005, so still a long time ago, to be fair. And now this bag has been on my mind for this year for sure. I saw it kind of at the end of 2023, beginning of this year, 2024. And when I saw it, I really liked it. But you know when you see those vintage pieces, and yeah, they sell out, but then they come back in stock again somewhere else. And so because of that, I never really pulled the trigger on it. But I'm at a point now where some days I'm putting together outfits and I'm like, boy, you know, that pleaty bag would look so cool with this outfit. I really wish I owned it. And I do have this thing where I have a minimum 3-week rule, which I highly recommend to all of you. If you're someone who tends to buy on a whim, and then you get buyer's remorse because you've bought something that you don't really use, or you didn't think it through, and you're like, oh, I bought that and it's actually too small for what I need it for, or I don't like how it looks and I didn't realise until I got it home, and now it's too awkward to go and ask for a refund, or maybe you've expired that refund period. Doing this stops that happening. So what I do, if there's something that I like, I do not rush in and buy it. I will look at it either online or in the flesh, and I will think about it, and I will go back and get it 3 weeks plus after, if it's still on my mind. The amount of things that I have been so close to buying online, particularly like in the evening when I'm watching TV and I'm just scrolling on my phone, the amount of things that I'm like, am I going to go and buy this item? And I don't do it. And even the next day, I'm like, thank God I didn't buy that. What was I thinking? I don't even like it anymore. But it really works. The only time I don't do this is when I go to Bicester Village. And Bicester Village, I'm sure you all know, but it's like a designer outlet in the UK. Because it's quite far away, and because the stock turns over so quickly there, you don't get a chance to think about it. And I think that's actually one thing that outlets do on purpose, is they hook us in by the fact that we know there's limited stock, it's on sale, and there's a queue of people outside that will happily buy that item that you're umming and ahhing over. That is definitely a thing. So yeah, Bicester Village, I do tend to buy on a whim, but other places, if it's current stock, I don't. I think about it. Okay, the next item, it's another bag. I don't even know what this is called, but it's Louis Vuitton. It's not going to focus on the bag now, it's going to focus on my face. Is that focusing? It's Louis Vuitton. It's in the pink denim. The pink denim version of this, in fact, from what I understand, the pink denim and the green denim are really hard to get in any of these old Louis Vuitton vintage bags. I have not seen the pink in any vintage shops. I've seen loads of the blue denim, but none of the other colours. But I've got this kind of album going on my phone where it's got the pleaty in it as well, as you can see. I've kind of got this album going where I've saved all of this stuff that I really want to get. Like, another thing, I've got to show you this, guys. So when I went to Bicester Village last, there was a Miu Miu, really nice Miu Miu pink cropped off jacket, but it had like a rip on the arm. And even with the rip, they wanted over £1,000. It was like £1,600 or something crazy. And I was like, I don't think I'd pay that for it if it didn't have the rip, but I definitely wouldn't pay that for it with the rip. Anyway, I filmed myself in the mirror. I then took a screenshot. Let me clean this screen so you can actually see. Then I took a screenshot. This is it. Let me hide my face so you can actually see. This is the jacket. And I am taking this picture with me to Singapore, to my man in Singapore. He is brilliant, where he's made clothes for me, like bespoke to your actual sizing. And I know what he's like. He'll do that for a few £100s, not thousands. And actually it should be more fun because I'll be able to pick the fabric and the colours and the linings and all of that kind of thing. So I would say, keep an eye out in the next few weeks, because I would not be surprised if I'm back on here again doing a haul and showing you all things that I ended up getting. And keep an eye out as well, because if after doing this video, or maybe before, but if after doing this video I end up going to look at any of this stuff in the flesh, I will vlog it. So keep an eye out for the vlogs. If there's anything you've seen and you're like, wow, I didn't know that existed, but that's really nice, I quite like it myself, but you want to see some more, look out for my vlogs and I will always film what I can. And Fendi are really good. If there's anything Fendi you like, Fendi generally let me film, so I should be able to show you those new out Baguette bags, as well as that Simply Fendi medium, which is another nice one. I want to thank all of you for watching. Let me know what you think about the things I'm after, including that tailor in Singapore who is epic. Let me know what you think about that jacket, or what you think about any of it really. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.